Here you go, John.
So is that just lining yourself up? When you like step up, are you just line up your back foot first and then your front foot?
Yeah, so I'll go, I'm looking at, so I got my line, right? And I'm looking now at lining up my club face to my line. So I'm just holding it and I'll make a little adjustment whichever way I need to. And then I'm getting basically this foot established. Putt, Harold. Right, so I'm just lining. And then my body's just moving until it's comfortable to match what I want to feel to what my intent is.
Okay.
Right? Just getting comfortable. And then once I got it all, then the pressure in my hands just slowly increases to the right amount for this particular putt. Right? And then when it's ready, then my putter will bounce just a little bit, taking all the pressure out of my shoulders, arms, and then I go. Hey, good morning, guys. Bright and early, actually not too bright here at Temecula Creek Inn, playing the Creek and Stonehouse nines. So we got Harold, he's aspiring pro, a really good player, Keith Sayers and John Little. So we're gonna do a little action today, a little kind of on-course commentary of what I see, what I do. These guys will ask me a few questions. Keith is a scratch, Harold's like a +5, and John, he really sucks, but he's getting better. And we'll get some of his action today too. It's pretty good. A bunch of great guys, but I'll just talk through a couple things that I do for each shot, what I see, what I'm setting up to. We're on the 4th hole now on Creek. So far I've made 3 pars, pretty simple. No range time. We got out of the car, went right to the tee. I haven't played golf in like 6 weeks. So we'll see how we go. All right, man, let's have some fun. Yeah, good ball.
Rippers.
So I didn't hit a great tee shot, but it's a cold par 5, normally reachable, but I'm 270 out of the rough. So I look at where the hole location is. It's in the front. So, all I'm trying to do from here is kick it down the fairway about 170, 180 yards, which right now out of that lie, it's looking like maybe a little 5 iron. And all I'm doing is just chipping it down there, give myself a good wedge. So not trying to do anything special. I'm not going to take my longest club and try to hit it as far down the fairway as I can. I'm seeing what I have out there. I want my most optimal distance for my 3rd shot into this hole location. That sucked. Well, that was pretty crappy. but I didn't get hurt. So I'm still back at 113 yards out of the rough still. No big deal. I'm just allowing my body to loosen up. Right, because it's still early. So still to a front hole location, I look at my number at 113 and I probably have about 108 to the front. So I'm picking a shot that I go at least 108 yards, trying to get it close to 113 as I can. If I go a little bit past it, that's fine. So right now, 13, the way the conditions are, I'm looking at a number at close to 120, just because the air is super, super heavy. So I got a little pitching wedge. What I feel is I'm feeling the wetness and thickness of the grass and feeling how my club's going to go through it. And as I'm doing that, just my little rehearsal swings, I'm getting a sense for what distance and what shot I'm going to play. And it comes to me, and as it does, I then set up to my target, which right now is the pin. I allow my body to get comfortable, and everything is out there external in the hole. And then I go. Just about the front edge. Might have a putt at it.
Good job. Nice shit.
That's my student. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I taught him everything.
Even how to live.
Even how to live. So basically I didn't hit one good shot so far on this hole. but with decent enough swings, good decisions, I'm still only 12 feet for birdie. So I keep doing the next thing. Even though it's not great execution, it's just going to the next thing, giving it my best shot, right? And good decisions and decent execution can often give you opportunity for your best score, no matter what your handicap is. It's just keep seeing what's next, right? And assessing the situation and being able to make a good decision. And again, good enough execution.
I love when he's like in the woods and you can just hear, oh, ow, ow. Just echoing through the trees. You're like, oh, we know where John is.
We'll see him up at the green.
Yeah. Nice shot. Finally got.
I know that spot. It's in the grass.
Grass on the right.
I got 135 hole. 127 covers that bunker. Pins over on the right a little bit, so I got a little 9-iron. The greens are soft, so I can kind of go at flag sticks, but I'm still not going to press short-sided. At least I'm going to try not to. So I look at something a little bit left of the hole, hitting just a nice stock 9-iron for this time of morning. As I look at my shot, this is stuff that Harold and I are working on right now. As I dial in my number, my body's starting to feel 135 that's playing a little bit longer, and I look at that hole and I feel it, and everything resonates and says that this is the right club. If it felt weird, it's like I got to hit this really hard, then I'd go to 8-iron. But if I give a little rehearsal, again, I'm looking at my target. I'm setting my club head up, my face at my target, which right now is the pin. I'm allowing for all of my feels to resonate as I'm looking at my target, and then it's go. Oh, come on. All right. I think I hit a good one. Oh, and by the way, I'm 54, he's 27, he plays full time. Wait a minute, let me see. 1, 2, 3. He only got me by 4 yards.
I mean, 2,900 RPM.
Picked the right wrench.
He's super pumped.
And I got closer than Harold again. Oh, I think this is good, right, fellas?
Yeah, we'll give that to you.
Oh, yeah.
We're generous.
And just like that. So parred the first 4, just staying in position, and then, I find myself getting to kicking. So we go to 1 under real quick, and I really haven't hit. I hit a good drive and a good second shot here, but those are my first, actually 2 good shots that I've hit today. So I'm just allowing the round to come to me without trying to press any score.
Good. Oh shit,
There you go.
dude, you can take Brandon's Emily's job. Nobody likes him anyway.
What do you get for talking in the sand trap?
All right. Oh, shit. I know what it's like over there. I've been there numerous times.
Every time I play this hole.
It's just like, it's like leg kick,
yeah.
like looks like a ballerina twirling around. Yeah, back flag, so could have been a little bit further. Gets nerve-wracking is maybe it might jump out of the boot stuff.
Give it to him. Oh, good shit.
Yeah.
Stand over it all, knees knocking.
Yeah. It's like to quiet the mind to do what your intent is, right? Hitting it, whatever, right edge, straight. But when the mind races of, oh, I got to make this because of my team depends on me, and if I miss it, I'm going to look stupid. And I miss these all the time, but I make them sometimes, but not all the time.
Yeah,
should I give it more? Should I not? It's like, look, it's right edge. Set up to it. Stroke it in. It's not that big a deal. It's probably going to go in. It might not. You'll be okay. I used to stand over putts, and this is how stupid it was. I'd say, if I miss this, my family still loves me. Right?
It'll be
so
okay.
It'll be okay. So it gave me like this perspective. It made it easy. It's like, okay, I'm still loved if I miss it, right? And I'm like, and I'd make them. And I'm like, God, it's so dumb. I gotta go there.
Myself. Yeah.
You know that spot, right?
That's a good spot. I know that spot.
Yeah, I mean, 68. I was going 80. I hit 6-iron, and I didn't hit it great, but I didn't hit it bad. It's still front edge. Oh, what a good swing, Keith. Just talking with Harold about, a lot of my career, I've always done a pretty good job of knowing where my club head and my club face are. So even if I'm not like real pure at the bottom, I can always miss it pretty decent. And this shot here was 168, and it's still pretty cold out here. And I had the tee height on a 6-iron to where I know it's going to give me room for air, and I hit it decent. I didn't hit it great. I hit it like 10 feet from the hole. So if I'm hitting it great, I'm not going to hit it any closer than that. So just knowing where my body is and where my head and my face are, it allows me to keep the ball in front of me. And again, it's what I've done so well in my career. Even if I'm not hitting it that great, I can always move it forward and give myself opportunity until, the bottom does get a lot more pure, and then I can start, attacking flag sticks and hole locations. So just a good, good observation for yourself to when you practice, just knowing where your body is and where your club is allows you to move around the golf course a little bit cleaner than, trying to hit every shot so perfect, which doesn't exist.
My family still loves me if I miss it. No, they still do. John is definitely going to be on the right side of the cart path. Told you. Cart path? Ooh.
Right.
Called it. Told you.
You already hit such a beautiful draw. Why would you try to hit more of one?
I don't know. It's a good question.
It's already in there. Try to overdo it.
I told myself I was hitting the hook right out of the gate. So.
I know, as soon as you said that.
Hey, John, I'm going to hit this left to right. So normally out here on these courses, all the par 5s are reachable. But today with the wet and cold, only way I can get there is if I kind of hammer one. So I got it teed up higher, and I'll try to hit up on it and try to hit a high draw to get around this corner a little bit. Still the same thing where I'm just feeling what I want to do. My body already knows what to do, so I have to make sure I stay out of the way mentally and still set up to a picture. Like Keith mentally said, I'm going to hit a draw, and he hooked the crap out of it. Not necessary. I got a tree out in the distance that I'm looking at. I'm setting up. And I pulled it a little bit. Should be too far left.
You're not supposed to get that.
So a few years back out here, I share the course record with Ricky Fowler on 2 of the 9s and a couple other guys out here, but I shot on Creek and Oak, I shot 61 with 3 birdies, and I eagled all 4 of the par 5s. Kind of rare. I don't know if anybody's done that, but kind of a strange way to get to 11 under. And then the other course record 62, it's on Creek and Stonehouse, which is what we're playing today. And I was doing a playing lesson, and I only hit 4-iron was the longest club I hit, just because I'd played here so much. And I ended up birdieing the last 3 holes to shoot 10 under, with 4-iron being the longest club in the bag. And the guy in the shop's like, he comes out on like the 7th hole, he goes, "Hey, if you finish birdie, birdie, eagle, you can tie Fowler's record." So I'm like, "Jim, I'm only hitting 4-irons," because the 9th hole here is a par 5. and I lay up, and I make a birdie with the wedge to get the 10 under, and I come in and I find out that his record's 62, it wasn't 61, so I tied him with just a 4-iron. So a couple course records out here in odd ways, not your conventional way of shooting super low.
John's losing it mentally. He tries to talk himself through it, but he doesn't do a very good job of it. $10 as he hits it fat and barely gets it out of the bunker, or he blades it past it. Hips look good, John. Got the waggle. Oh man, he came to play.
A few years ago, I shot 63 the first round, and I had to make a 20-foot putt for bogey on the second hole, and then I made some birdies. I got to this hole, and I basically hit Keith's tee shot. I hit it left.
So it was really good.
And I couldn't play it down the fairway, so I had to go left, and I hit more trees, and then I hit it left, and I ended up way over there, and I had to go over the trees, and the pin was like up on this ridge here, and I hold it from like 80 yards from way over there for birdie, and I'm like, what a freaking day. And I go in to shoot 63, and I'm like, huh, this is interesting, the way I got there.
Yeah, what a putt.
Trip drop.
So it's just getting comfortable, and it's not aiming left, aiming left, aiming left. It's just finding the part on the tee box that allows you to set up here, because you're set up square here, and it's going that way. If you just slowly start shifting to where the points are, now it's like, now you're aiming down the left side without aiming left.
Yeah, and it'll go down and it'll come back in the middle.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'll hit it straight. The dreaded straight ball.
We're through 9 holes and I haven't seen one of those yet, so. Oh boy.
I got a better lineup now, okay?
Should have just hit it like you normally do, dude. Be like me on the last hole when I said I was going to hit a draw and I hit a hook like I told myself I was going to.
How far is it now?
Like 5 yards closer. His ball. Good old John, man. What kind of fancy trick shot are you going to do?
Well, you'll see.
I left the towel for you.
I didn't say it was bad. I didn't see that. Good idea.
Hey, Hasselhoff, get in your bunker.
Oh.
Thank God you took all those waggles and thought so much about that shot. Dang, his legs went in there. Look at this. Oh my God. Golf is so easy. Except for when you're John. Nice putt.
So that's the bonus birdie. Didn't hit a good drive, didn't hit a very good second shot, but rolled in a 40-footer. So I ended up shooting 3 under on the front and hit it. I mean, I missed it good. I didn't hit it great, you know, so just keeping it in front of me, hit one close, made a 10-footer, and then knocked in a bonus one. Let's see what we do on the backside. Yeah, John Little.
Right? That was 2016 he was doing that. I got a chance. Oh. Look at this ball. I just hit it on top.
Hey. His score on the front nine looks like a phone number. 222-41228.
With a dash. I got a dash in the right spot too.
It's okay, I got it all right here. You'll see it.
These guys?
Oh, hey, easy on these guys. It was this guy.
I'm making good content for your stuff, okay?
Eric's YouTube's gonna be what not to do in the game of golf.
That's what everyone's trying to figure out here anyway.
Nice, John.
Nice John.
Dog shit videos of you, I know I got a f***ing chance.
There's a difference between you and I, John.
Oh, okay.
I'm an athlete and you're not.
I am an athlete. That's in my head.
It's about like bettering yourself and being like, it's a discipline. What do you told my kids it? I can't remember.
Oh, discipline means self-love?
self-love. You have no self-love at all.
You couldn't even think of it.
You can lie about a lot of things, John, but work ethic is not one of them. And he like practices his swing and stuff. He's gonna be better, but
Yeah.
clearly it's not working for him.
Well, it helps a little bit. Can you imagine if he didn't practice it in his mind? How bad he would really be?
50 with like I took off spin on 50 and playing at like 102, and then that came off how many yards short?
Yeah, too many from where you were.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's where you could talk to any tour player and say, what would you do different? I'd get better with my wedges.
Yeah.
You could hit 50, 54 pitching wedge. You could probably hammer your 60.
Yeah.
And get it to go, it was 98 playing with the heavy air, 100.
Yeah.
Right? It was a little bit down, but the heavy air, so it's a 100-yard shot.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
That's all it is, Harold, is you being better with whatever club you pick to hit it 100 instead of what'd you hit it here? 92?
Yeah.
Right? You hit it 8 yards short from your intention. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Yeah, you could hit 50, you can whatever. You just got to be better.
Yeah.
Right? That's because you're online. It's just the touch of the intention of 100 yards.
Yeah.
Right. So the technique is there because your wedges have been online.
Yeah.
All morning.
Just missing my yardages by a couple. Yeah.
So why are you missing your yardages? Right. Where's the disconnect of intending to hit it 100 and you hit it 92?
Yeah.
Right. Is it not committing to 100 because it's like, okay, I decided 100, but I don't want to go long.
Yeah.
There's the interference. No, it's 100. It's 100 and you have 104 until you're out of position, right? And you chose 92. No, you have to be better and sneak that in to at least get it 98,
Yeah.
right?
So, it's like 100 yards. Like you can't skip a beat at 100 yards.
No.
You have one like you got to throw. You're throwing it there.
You're hitting 100 yards. So it's just getting better and committing to it. I know you can hit it 100 yards.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
But
like I normally like if it was me like if it was like middle pin or like it's not like I don't have to think about like long or short. It's like all right, cool. I can just
You're
throw
gonna hit it
100. Like no, But it's like as soon as I can start thinking, okay, well, long is dead. That didn't do me any good, and like this is like leaving it below the hole is ideal. So,
yeah.
like, now I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, well, it's okay if it doesn't like run all the way to like 100, but at the same time, it's like, all right, well, if I played it 95 with a 50 or a wedge, like pitching wedge, had chase out, like would you have done that instead, or like how?
It doesn't matter. Whatever you feel is the right one.
Okay.
Right? You just have to hit it 100.
Yeah.
You can't be afraid of going long. Your internal computer already dialed in 100. Your muscles were ready to respond to 100 yards.
Yeah.
But then in your mind you go, right?
Yeah.
So now the muscles go, dude, we had it.
Yeah.
What are you doing to us? So that's the interference that caused 92.
Yeah.
You got to commit to 100.
Yeah. Because like my
Period.
lines, like all my wedges, like lines have been good,
They've been great.
and then I'm like either like a little short, a little long, it's just not. Got it.
Yep. So what the decision was, stay committed to it. Don't waver. If it goes long, well, go get it up and down. All right? But you got to be good, especially at this level. You have to be committed and you have to be good. Oh, yeah. It's about where I would have hit 4-iron.
You put away the hybrid and got the driver.
Yeah, dude, you can get there.
3-wood, John.
Whatever.
Whatever. Oh man,
The liver's up.
is gonna be.
Woo!
That actually wasn't too bad. I've never seen a cut off of an uphill Y there.
Well, no, it's a specialty shot.
I just love bringing him along for all the the commentary, the laughter. He makes me feel really good about my golf game.
Do I want to challenge the front? I'm trying to land at 56 so it gets to 60.
Yeah.
Right. So do I want to? How close do I want to get to that? What do I want to challenge? 55 or 4 and be here, or 58, 59, 60, which is where I landed it and it went there.
Yeah.
right? So what would I rather have, a 30-footer or a chip, right? And in this situation with this, it's like, I'll take the 30-footer.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? So I want 56 in the air, but if the thing's in the middle of the green, like you said on the last hole, it's like, there is no air. I'm going to hit it 56. You know, a lesser of two evils. It's like, I'm gonna air. If anything, I'm gonna air. I'm still committed to 56.
Yeah.
But it's going to go at least 56. I'm not gonna challenge 55 to get 56.
Got it.
Right. Okay, John, pay attention.
I am. You sure you don't mean to move that?
No.
Okay.
I should be above it, right? What do you see?
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Turning it.
You should know exactly what that does.
Yep, I know.
Oh, I like it. Oh, it just stayed out. Good hole, John.
Had to make up for that drive.
It was the same drive you've been hitting for 17 holes.
It's like yours slowed down and turned, so I was like, okay, it's gonna turn a little bit at the end.
Yours kind of wiggled
And it
just
just
a
held
little
that
bit.
line.
Yeah, and it stayed there.
Even in what I do for a living, the mind is like my worst enemy.
Really?
Yeah. I can sit here all day long. Like, I got to ride this weekend, okay? Haven't rode freestyle in almost a month. I've been riding a whole different bike. I got to ride a Yamaha. I've been riding. Now I got to go ride a Kawasaki, which is my normal bike. And every time I'm like flying to an event, I can sit here and think the whole time, like, oh, I hope I land my first jump good. I hope everything, you know. And then I get there, ride around, I'm nervous. I put my helmet on, and it's like,
everything goes
I know
well.
how to do it. I'm like, I turn to the ramp, I'm like, this is what I know how to do. I've done it a million times.
Yeah.
So the mind is like it's your worst enemy. Even in this, like, you stand over a little putt and you're like, all these crazy things run through your mind. And that's why I always tell people when they're taking a million test runs at a ramp over and over and over again, because they're second guessing themselves, normally you're going to make a mistake by doing that because you're overthinking it and you're going to give it too much gas, not enough gas. If you just turn the corner and be like, I've done this a million times. Same thing with backflips and all the above.
So how do we use our mind as an asset? These guys are waiting. We'll continue it up on the tee. How do we use the mind as an asset? Right? What if flying to those events, you replaced, as soon as you felt that anxiety and the stress of, am I going to land my first jump? What if the whole flight was replaced with visualizing how masterful the landing of your first jump would be?
Yeah.
Right? So every time that anxiety comes, it's like, stop, replace it. You can't just stop thinking about it. It's got to be replaced by something. Right? So then all of a sudden we're so calm getting off the plane, getting in the rental car, getting in the hotel, getting the first thing. It's like, it doesn't take all that nervousness, and some might perform better that way. As soon as the helmet goes on, everything goes away. Yeah. Right? But going there, it's like, what if we just, like, going to this tee, this is a hard tee shot. Right? So if I prepare prior to this tee shot of visualizing how good it's going to be
with confidence.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Is like, I try to doing what I do instead of second guessing myself. I tell myself, and that's like, a lot of people think that us freestyle guys are like almost arrogant to an extent but it's like self-confidence of like, I have to go risk my life every weekend for a job. Like, how many people go to work going like, I could steer around a wheelchair with a straw for the rest of my life. I could die. I mean, I've had 8 friends die doing what I do.
Right.
So instead of like the incompetence of like, oh, I don't know if I remember how to do this correctly, like, you know, and being nervous and everything else, if you just turn the corner and be like, no, this is what I do, you know, and that's the confidence. Same thing standing over a 3-foot putt. Like, I can make this putt, you know, instead of going like,
my family loves me. It doesn't need those gymnastics. It did for me at times, but it doesn't, because I'm so confident in what I have and what I do.
My parents.
I'm not risking my life,
in Oklahoma City for a little bit.
right? But my financial life is on the line. I have to.
This putt could mean whether you're eating, if you're a professional, it could mean whether you're eating, you know, keeping a roof over your kid's head or food on the table this month. Or, yeah, it's a lot goes into it. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Your family must hate you.
Yeah, they do.
So when we talk about confidence, right, in a really any level player, when I play, and like Keith, when he jumps, confidence is built in. When I play, it's built in. I don't have to stand over a shot and be confident or have belief and trust. It's already in there. I just play, right? So over time, when I continue to hit shots the way I want, it builds confidence. But I can also start with confidence and allow that to be the driving factor behind my mentality over every shot. I got a better chance going in that way than being not confident and hoping. So, and that it's exercising the mind to think a certain way all the time. It's not just thinking a certain way and then going into a golf shot and go, okay, I'm going to be confident now. It doesn't work like that. We exercise the brain like we exercise our muscles in the gym, and it's constant. It's on and off the golf course. It's eating breakfast. It's making sandwiches. It's all these little things that you do in your day-to-day life that you have so much belief in, that when you find yourself, yeah, good shot. When you find yourself not being confident over something, it's like, well, just stop and replace it with, I got this. I got this, I got this, I got this, right? And over time, that starts to build into something pretty valuable that you bring to the golf course or anything else you do automatically. It's not something you have to manufacture at the moment.
God! That was so bad.
It was so bad before you even hit the ball.
Was I aimed up? Was I twisted up?
At that address?
Yeah.
It was okay. It was what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the pace and the transition was so much trying to get it that you were like,
really?
yeah, you're like, here.
I wasn't lined up there yet, but I should do that. I'll hit it straight. What, you want me to do one of those? I can hit it straight then. How far am I?
A long ways.
Did it hit him?
4.
Yeah, good shot.
Hey, good playing. Yeah. Great at you as well. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
You held your stick, man.
Thanks for joining us. So backside was 1 birdie, 1 bogey, kind of uneventful, but it just felt good to play. It's been a while, so I ended up shooting 69, which isn't bad, just keeping the ball in front of me. So it's important knowing your game and just committing to whatever decision you're making. Keep the ball in front of you, keep making good decisions, and get the ball in the hole as quickly as possible so you can suck less at golf. Thanks for joining.